We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Ready? Sack! Here it comes! Here it comes! Let's go!
Play fake. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Ready? Blue ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
I got you. He's coming, double up. Check. Hey, gun. Check, 52's the mic. I got you. 52's the mic right here, over there, right?
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
11. 6.
On second down, it's Coleman. They find some open field here. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, 29 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, especially for offensive linemen trying to get out.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. 48 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hey, gun.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
21. Here we go. I got this.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 55 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, that's the 1 weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They go play action. Winston rolling to his right, and an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of...
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's going to fire one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
49er first down.
Here we go. 180! Line 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Check three.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, gun. 21. Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
No, check that. Lock. Watch the run. Check 4. 21.
On third down, a run from Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
You must be getting tired.
Jameis to throw it. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
Fielded just inside the 30.
Whoosh.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. It's taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Buccaneers, 14. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
To throw is Winston. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lock. Hey, gun. Hey, pick your game up. Check 45 to my...
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Smooth. 45's the mic. Okay, double up.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. Garoppolo now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, exit. 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 22. It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 180! 11.
On second down, it's Coleman. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
13, 2,
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, first and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the second level, which gets you deeper into the...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right there.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Andre Ellington, his first carry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here I come. Here I come.
Throwing, Winston. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards. Now Winston letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston over the middle. He finds Godwin complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Forced out to his left. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Evans. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
12. Strip that ball. Line 52. Got it.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. 11.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Right there. 54 Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Niners 51, Buccaneers 20. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
21. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey. High 7.
Now they hand off to Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let him know, let him know. Let him. I got you. Watch the edge. 65.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Shaquille Barrett drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas. Here we go. Hey. Check 24. Hey, gun. Hey, come on.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Come on, QB, come on.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Let's go. Watch the run. Check. Lucky.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. D. Ford. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Get off the train track.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, it's Jones. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern, maybe some ball.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go. 180! Set the tone, defense. I got you. Defense, let's go. Slam.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We'll know this thing's done.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. Y'all not ready. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Play fake. Winston.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're...
That's caught at the 25. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. And even 40 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Winston now. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. 3rd down here.
10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston flushed out right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Winston on 4th down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go. 180! 54! Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 54.
Garoppolo looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Niners, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charlie